So I'm sitting here with Matthew and Tyson. We're in downtown Owego, and they're just kind of hanging out. But this is where they're at this morning, and we want to find out how they're doing today. So, where are you from?
I'm actually born and raised around here. I was born in Wilson Hospital, and I grew up actually right here in this town. Back in the day, this town was something. Now, everything that they're doing is not normal. It's not Owego. It's a cool town, you know. It's quiet and all that, but like the law enforcement, everything's changed. It's not like, oh, they come and talk to you. Yes. Okay, why ain't anybody going to jail then? It's like they're there for a reason, to do their job. Why can't they do their job like they do it? Like me growing up, I grew up into anything I wanted. My dad, everybody, you know, we're cool. The town was full of people. Love, man. The love was around the town. Now it's like everything switched. It's like, what in the world is going on? You know, back in the day, you've never seen this many people homeless. And me, I love this town. I actually moved away from this town a few years ago, and it dragged me back because I got family here. I got, but I don't know. It's just Owego.
How old are you?
I'm actually 30 years old. I'll be 31 in October.
Oh, okay, you're young.
Tyson's actually 6 years old. I've had him since he was 5 weeks old.
He looks really, really good.
This is my buddy. He's the biggest baby in Owego. That's all I can say. Everybody's afraid of him. I don't know why. Yes, his bark and his growl is very intimidating, but you don't got to be afraid.
What is it like out here for you? Living out here.
Outside, actually, I like it. I think it's more freedom, and you gotta pretty much survive. You have to put your mind to survival mode, and it actually brings out more of the ancestors and more of your life that you don't know about. It's like more like back in the day, like the Indians. They didn't have none of these houses. They didn't have none of this stuff. They had to build their own. They had to survive. They had to put their mind to survival mode, not into all this mumbo jumbo stuff that they want to do nowadays. Back in the day, they didn't have what it's called EBT. They didn't have nothing. They had to go out and shoot and kill everything they wanted to eat. That's what I wanted. I'd rather go back then to now, because that's the way what real life is.
How are you able to get your food?
I gotta survive. Other people help me out, yes. But other than that, I'm not afraid to go fishing. I'm not afraid to go hunting or whatever else when it's in season. Me, I just choose not to. I have to have surgery on my right shoulder to my fingertips. I could survive in this weather, but it's not like when it gets cold. Like I told everybody around here, you act like these people don't got electric. And I can't, and I just act like I can't start a fire, because I can start any fire possible, even with like a rock. Back in the day, like they used to, I know how to do that too. It's not. That's what my whole family did, because that's what my dad loved him before he passed away 6 years ago. I've actually had him since about a month after he passed away. It was a rescue, actually.
So your childhood then was pretty good growing up?
Yeah.
Sounds like
I love, I'd rather go if I had any chance of turning my tables back, I would, that's for sure.
What are you yourself doing like in 6 months from now?
Honestly, I want, I've been out there looking, for loyal, and obviously someone that I can actually trust. And I want to start a life, you know. I want what my family had, my mom and dad had. I want adventure, you know. I traveled with my cousin because he was a truck driver all around the world. I want to become something, and I've been told that I should, you know, over TikTok, the comments, and everybody else around the world told me I should become a country singer.
Oh, do you want to sing something for us?
I can actually. I'd have to play some music though.
Okay. Do you have a track on backing track on your phone?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I mean that's awesome.
He heard it this morning. A little bit of it. Whoa. The only poison I raise on me, the only man I feel is God. No snakes can make me run now, 'cause I've been bit by a moth. No, I'm off the grid and I'm off my rocker. I'm off in the holler, so we them holler boys. Holler if you needed something done. Holler if you need a chip on the shoulder.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
You're
That's
welcome.
awesome.
And you know, it actually brings a mental. There's a few songs that I can't, you know, I have a hard time doing because it brings out a mental state that I don't like. And I could get through it. It's just those songs are very hard.
So, what makes it the most difficult for you to find housing, or maybe you don't want it, or?
Me personally, everybody around here gives me, makes me look bad. And because they got all this bad shit to say about me, like I'm a thief, I steal, and obviously I don't take nothing that ain't mine. And me, I grow up in, like say, when it gets winter, I go around with my uncles and my family, drive around. We knock on the door and ask if they want us to shovel their driveway. We charge whatever you can afford. And we usually make all kinds of money. And I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I'm not afraid to step on a roof. I ain't afraid of heights, that's for sure. I don't fear pretty much of anything besides spiders. Okay, eight-legged creatures are creepy, okay? But all I do is come here, sleep, and do whatever I gotta do. I only come here at night. I'm not usually here all day long like this, but it's hot. It's been hot for a couple, the last few days, and my dog needs rest. He's not getting any younger. He's 6 years old, and he wanted to, go down and go pee and come back up. We came back up and dozed off for a bit.
Yeah.
Then he showed up.
Where do you go during the day then?
I got friends that I hang out with. I got a buddy that actually, I'm surprised, he called me a couple times, but his phone must have died. I'm not out here conflicting things on anybody else. I'm not out here beating up people. I'm not, if I'm mad at something, I'll take it out on myself. I can deal with that pain. It's like some pain. But I'll tell you right now, that right there in the crease, that hurt. I ain't gonna lie. That's the most painful spot I've ever felt in my life. But, yeah, I did like that. I actually went along with my mind with that. I got that off the movie. We all float. But like this, I went like my mind, just doing whatever with a tattoo gun. I actually Googled image that, and it came up like the mark of Gabriel. I'm like, what the heck? But my name in the Bible does mean a gift to God. And I can't remember what they said James meant, but who in the world is calling me? I don't care. They can be.
You got your phone out, the charge back up.
Yep. My friend's got there, one person, he said, oh, I don't, no, you don't, Walgreens on this building, sorry. But he was bitching and complaining about, part of my language, about, them sitting there charging his phone. I was like, yo, you guys, if you guys need to charge your phone, just come over to the gazebo. Obviously, just don't leave a mess, don't leave your shit laying around. Obviously, my stuff's, popped up, then just woke up. Haven't had a chance to tie it. Everybody will tell you, I usually just pick up and put out everything with my stuff. I was like, obviously, they don't complain. There's a lot of plugins on the day. There's enough for everybody. But
yeah, you seem pretty comfortable. The dog seems very comfortable. You seem happy together.
no, he's my buddy. I wouldn't know what to do without him, honestly. I've had him since my dad passed away. When my dad took his last breath in my ear, I actually handed my dad a stuffed dog and told me, because he was worried about me, I'm pretty much the one he was worried about, because a bunch of stuff that I was going through and everything else, with like dealing with my son and stuff, that put me on a real high,
Some
number
bad
one, the
drugs,
suicide
some bad
watch,
drugs, maybe. Some
suicide
bad
watch
drugs.
and everything, and
And
I was
bad
real
drugs.
bad into the, pills because of, me
Yeah.
having all the medical issues. And I told my doctor from the beginning, I didn't want them, because like he said, he didn't want to put the monkey on my shoulder, then why'd you even give him to me? The dentist actually is when when I first got him. Because I had a real bad infection in my mouth. I had to have all my teeth pulled.
You can get help like that, right? If you need help.
Oh yeah.
There's.
But me, I'm one of those ones, I don't like asking for help.
Yeah.
I know I can do it myself.
How long have you been homeless?
It's been close to about a year, over a year now.
Okay, and a week
I've been
ago.
just popping around, staying with buddies.
Right. So I know there's a couple of camps in the area
Hickory Spark.
that actually have signs and have rules.
Mm-hmm.
I think I see there's like a sign here too.
Yeah.
So people are being.
This because the signs are here now because of certain people in Owego. We won't mention no names. But, I've gotten told by plenty that these people were making me look bad. Because I'd only come here to fall asleep and I'd wake up to a bunch of stuff, all kinds of stuff. Bag of body. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the cookies, because I'm fat. I like fat snacks. But if it's all that garbage, man, I put when I get all my stuff is usually, little stuff. I usually pack it up, put it back in my cart, and I'm on my way. But now I just carry what I got. What I can carry on my back, that's all I try to carry, because everything else gets heavy.
Do you do a lot of people come here to give you help? Like,
Not really.
I mean, does anybody
There's a few
try
people.
to offer you? Does anybody try to offer you help?
No, they actually, my best set out there, people stop at the corner and give me dog food, give me water for the dog, and all that. Get very spoiled. When I get the cash, I'll walk into a store, buy them an egg salad sandwich, a sub, or something, and I'll take one bite, or I'll just walk up, buy them a couple Slim Jims, I'll throw it in his dish, like, here you go, buddy. I don't steal. I ask for everything, and because I don't like that shit done to me. And it's like,
Right.
anymore, dude, if it's next to me and I'm sleeping, you think you're gonna try to take it? Suggest not to.
Is it dangerous out at the camps? Is it more dangerous at the camps, like the one over at Hickory's? And
Not really. It's quiet, it's peaceful. But nowadays you got people trying to break in fucking the campers and everything else and steal stuff. In town, you really don't. And back in the day, you didn't have to worry about none of that stuff. But anymore, the drugs, like everything is taken over. A lot. A lot of people. From back in the day, none of us would go. Nobody would, was out here like this. But you know, with like all the drug issue and all the like conflict, the street, like the gun issue, we got a million things that are, you know, out there that are destroying lives, man. And
How many people would you say are living homeless right now in Owego from your perspective? Because you see
actually, I'd
camps going on a
say
little bit more than the average person.
I'd say a good couple. I'd say about 100 people. You know, not very many because, you know, most people try to get away from this town, you know. But, you know, I can't. I got too many friends and family around here. The only thing, me personally, yeah, I got my mom and stuff, but my aunt's my, you know, go-to person. And I go to my aunt for everything. I love my aunt, you know.
What is like one of the biggest, like maybe lessons that you've learned living on the streets? Because, you know, I mean, whether you're in a camp in the woods or you're on a friend's couch or you're wherever, you know, what is one of the biggest things that you've learned
Trust.
from that?
Trust, loyalty. Yeah. You know, people that actually say that they're your friends, your family. You know, they're not here. When you pass out, they're not running your pockets, taking everything, or stealing everything out of your bags. Or don't trust anybody. Trust is very well given. I mean, earned, not given. And, you know, that's just the way, you know, life is. That's just the way life is going right now. It's out here, you really can't trust anybody. Because, you know, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, anybody. And at the end of the day, if they're, you know, if their life is, you know, just as bad or worse than yours going, you never know. The drugs take over.
All the other those.
Oh yeah, you know,
painkillers
and me, honestly, I can't breathe as it is, and I don't like taking pills. I haven't taken my medicine, my actual medicine I'm supposed to be taking, in about 6 years. I took it off me a while when I was a kid. I don't like taking pills. Me personally, and nowadays I don't like the way they make me feel. I don't like being a zombie. I don't like, you know, drooling all over myself. But it's like. Me, I could, you know, all I gotta do is just think about something, get angry, I can stay awake. That ain't nothing. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna fall asleep. Judgment, you know, people judging, you know, by judging a book by its cover. You know, it hurts people, you know, it does really hurt their feelings that, you know, most people out here know these people, but yet they're still there to judge a book by its cover when they don't even, you can't see through a book. You really gotta go read a couple pages before you actually get to, you know, realize what that person's like and what they actually went through in their life. And it's like anymore, that's what people do. They try to, you know, judge. And honestly, they should take time and open that book and realize not everything was all hunky-dory for me. And I've went through a lot of shit in my life, and family problems and issues. I ain't perfect. There ain't nobody perfect. Obviously, if anybody ever tells you you're perfect, that their life has been perfect, their family's been perfect, they're lying. It's just the truth. And because nobody is perfect. Relationships, nobody's perfect in them. Yeah, you're gonna have your fights, you're gonna have your issues. But it comes to a certain extent, I understand. But, you know, nothing's perfect in this world. Now, the government, they could get a little better on their job, but that's besides the point. We're human. Everything, you know, comes and goes for a reason. Everybody's got their times. Some, yeah, I could say sooner than others because they got health issues and whatever else. Me, my surgeon told me I was healthier than a horse. But I black out and, you know, quit breathing every once in a while. I'm not gonna lie, about 3 years ago I would have been pronounced dead over here on Temple Street. And nobody knows why. I told everybody for 3 days I did not feel right. I felt like my insides were dying. I pushed my favorite food away, spaghetti. My ex brought me on a big old plate of food and I told you I don't feel right. I feel like my insides are dying. And third day came around, I ended up quitting breathing. I ended up turning purple. Up on a buddy, I walked upstairs where I was staying, and as he was trying to pick me up, like sit me up, try to get my jacket off where I can breathe again, all I remember telling my ex was, I'm just gonna lay here and close my eyes for a minute. I told my mom I seen my dad. Well, I seen the light and I followed it, and I seen my dad. I told him I loved him and I missed him and I wanted to stay with him. Because I chose to live with my dad my whole life. You know, I came back from South Carolina for my dad, so I could take care of it. Anymore, I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't for certain people. Leave me alone. I don't know who you are.
Boy, you've got a lot of friends.
Well, that's actually one number. I don't even know who it is.
Well, listen, I really appreciate this interview, and I wish the best for both of you. I hope that things work out for you. It sounds like, it sounds like you've got a pretty good head on your shoulders, and I hope that you're able to stay safe out here. And
As long as I got him by my side, I can do it.
thank you very much.
No problem.